Star-Spangled Banner yet wave.
This is it, opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Friday, the Houston Rockets will come into town. And the starting group for the Spurs, Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. Wembanyama is the center with Sohan next to him. And it's Jones in at the point. And for the Trailblazers, down in the block, it's Grant and Nurkic. Damian Lillard out there with Henderson. And it's Simons in at the 3, the small forward. Well, here we are. You gotta love game 1 of the season, right, Steve? No other feeling like it's starting a brand new year. There's so much excitement around the league right now.
I love it, Kevin, especially for the fans. They have been waiting for this moment. The energy inside here is amazing.
Jones against Lillard. Pass to Simons. Fires for 3, and there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by Simons.
A less common spot for Lillard, but his accuracy is still undeniable.
High post Johnson. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Really left alone that time.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now, here's Grant. High post, Nurkic. Passes it to Grant. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. So, GA, you look at the Blazers with this young talent and still with Damian Lillard on board. 2 very different timelines.
They feel like Lillard brings more value than what they could get in trade, but you could argue they could have gotten more if they acted a few seasons earlier.
I like the effort and the energy. Jeremy Sohan taking what's his.
Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. Puts it up. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Look, this is how you draw it up coming out of the locker room. 3 of 3 so far.
Jones against Lillard. Pass to Johnson. It's Wembanyama at the elbow. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
Man, you look at the hype surrounding Wembanyama. Greg, it's unreal.
One of the best prospect profiles really since LeBron. Almost unfair to try and live up to the expectations, but he's got the tools to be one of the best to ever play.
You know, here we are, Greg, looking at Victor Wembanyama. I mean, can he get any taller? Wow.
Well, he's already 7'4", Kevin. But yes, what's amazing is that I still think he's grown, which is scary for the rest of the league. And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Out to the wing. Nurkic against Wembanyama. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Nurkic. Simons against Johnson. Henderson with it. Three-pointer, Lillard, and another three for Portland.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Here's Sohan. He's covered by Grant. And a wide-open look for Wembanyama. Cans it from downtown. Wembanyama has got his second bucket of the night.
And when Wembanyama is making that, I just don't know how you guard it.
Henderson kicks to Simons. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebounded by the Spurs. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Now, here's Vassell. There's the pass to Wembanyama. He gets it in there. Wembanyama has got his third bucket of the night. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs in their last game, a loss to the Warriors in San Francisco. Three-pointer, Lillard. Lillard again missing. San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Pass to Sohan. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Lillard against Jones. Lillard outside. Over Jones. And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 13.
You got to love to see Damian Lillard light it up like this on offense, making a big effort to deliver for his squad.
Vassell, the pass to Johnson. Shoots over Simons. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Henderson finds Lillard. Henderson looking it over. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And when Scoot is knocking down threes, there's really nothing you can do to stop him.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Passes it to Sohan. Back to Jones. 15 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. 5 on the clock. Wembanyama, a screen. Here's Sohan. And another basket for San Antonio.
Jeremy Sohan wants to be in close, but he's comfortable also in this area.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Back to the action in just a minute. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Well, Spurs fans the last 5 years, Steve, haven't been able to enjoy the playoff experience like Spurs fans of old.
They haven't, Kevin. And you know they've held the record for most playoff appearances in a row at 22 seasons. But it's been a long 5 seasons now without going. They have lots of youth and a hope for the future.
The wingmen at Sharp and Thibault. Round out there with Nasir Little. And it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
Devin Vassell with a great feel when to use the mid-range jumper. Such a skilled swing man.
Lillard outside. Lets it go with a 3. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting very healthy, 6 for 9.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Collins setting the pick for Vassell. Out to the right wing. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Coming into the league, scouts saw Vassell as a 3-and-D guy, but he's a good playmaker also.
Pass to Thibault. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. So for the Trailblazers, Grant comes in for Moses Brown. And Henderson subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. Spurs trail by 3. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Jones, the pass to Johnson. Drills it from outside. Johnson's got 5 now.
Clearly, Johnson has worked hard on this shot. He knows how important it is to have this range.
Back to Henderson. 3-pointer. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them. And Greg, when they talk about youth development, the days are gone when coaches divided guards and bigs when it comes to skill work. When did that change?
It's kind of a recent development, maybe the last 10 or 15 years, but it's amazing how the game has evolved.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Victor Wembanyama is drawing admirers far and wide, including some who know their hoops, like LeBron James. LeBron says he's for sure a generational talent. Everybody's been a unicorn over the last few years, but he's more like an alien. Nobody has ever seen anyone as tall as he is, but as fluid and as graceful as he is out on the floor. Kevin?
Yeah, David, you and I agree. He is different. Here's Collins. Following the score by Damian Lillard. Johnson, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you look at how Keldon Johnson has evolved. He is now a prime-time scorer.
One big difference these days, he gets himself to the free throw line. He's not just settling, he's attacking.
That free throw, no good. Greg, coming into this season, Damian Lillard made it clear to the Blazers front office he wanted veteran help.
And barring a move up in the draft, that meant trading their pick. These are the tough decisions teams face building around a star player.
Catching up on the changes for Portland, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Nasir Little. And it's Simons in for Lillard.
You know, not only does Keldon Johnson bring your team scoring, he also is a great rebounder.
Grant surveying the D. Back to Henderson. Now the pass to Simons. 6 to shoot. Nurkic setting the pick for Simons. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Johnson outside. Pass to Sohan. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again. That's like a horse shot. A very brave shot to go with, but he got it to go.
To the right side. Here's Wembanyama. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. 1:05 left in the first half. Grant outside. This one for 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
They say he 3-and-D. That was all 3. Jeremy Grant's becoming a very consistent outside shooter.
Here's Wembanyama. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've got here in the first half.
San Antonio shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Damian Lillard, he's checked in for Sharp. Spurs also with the sub. Vassell's checked in.
And the enthusiasm and expectations for Wembanyama are off the charts for a rookie. That's a lot of pressure for a young man to deal with.
Now, here's Lillard. 21 points in the game, and he gets the bucket.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Jones against Lillard. Jones kicks to Vassell. Here's Sohan. He's covered by Grant. Clock is at 3. A nice shot by Sohan. Sohan's got 6 points.
This is where Sohan wants to be, right under the hoop with the ball.
Henderson outside. And the shot is good. Henderson's got his 2nd basket of the game.
He really showed terrific body control there to complete the finger roll layup over some stingy defense.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And their 3-point shooting has paved the way for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Pop. What do you need from the second unit in the second half?
I just want to have a semblance of motion so that they know where they're going and the ball moves. They don't play in a crowd. And just basically see if they know what they're doing.
We'll all find out together. Thanks, Pop. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Taking a look at Portland. Game 2 will be at the crib, at home, but not tonight. They're on the road. They want to start off the season strong. Got to do it like the Big Diesel.
Shaq, what is this on the road? Whatever. And fellas, back to our game now. We have to talk about Lillard's performance in the first half.
I mean, this is how you want to start the game, attacking most every time he touches the ball. And he's got the receipts, Shaq.
Listen, high point tonight. So far, putting in the work.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
On the court right now for the Spurs, the forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. The guard pair are Jones and Vassell. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5 spot. Here's Henderson, following the bucket by the Spurs. Out to the right wing. A shot. And it's Grant that time on the assist by Henderson. Henderson's got 4 assists now tonight. And with Tim Duncan and David Robinson, Greg, the legendary Spurs big man of days gone by, does that, do you think, add pressure for Victor Wembanyama?
Maybe a bit, but he also has the resources of the same great organization behind him, and that's what'll help.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, of course, these young Spurs are coached by one of the all-time great coaches in Greg Popovich. Keldon Johnson says of Pop, he's around here smiling and excited each and every day. To have him along with us is big. And Popovich gives them confidence. Devin Vassell said, as long as we play together and we play the right way, we'll have a chance to win every game. Kevin?
And having you-know-who helps too, right? Wembanyama makes things happen. David, thanks. Now, here's Lillard. And the rejection by Wembanyama! And it's Jones with the ball for the Spurs. Trailing here by 8. Spurs passing it around. Passes to Johnson. Here's Vassell. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Grant. Henderson outside. Here's Lillard up and in on the layup. And it's a 10-point Portland lead.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Lillard against Jones. Now Wembanyama. He's got 15. Shoots over Grant. Wembanyama gets the bucket. Wembanyama has got 4 this quarter.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 25 over Jones. Again, the Trailblazers score.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Here's Wembanyama. He's got 17. Lays it up off the glass. Wembanyama has got 19 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Lillard surveying the D. Nurkic's screen on Jones. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And 1 point of focus for the Blazers. Steve, they're trying to be more disruptive defensively.
Yes, Kevin, blocks and steals can get you out and running. But when you don't have that, easy buckets are harder to come by, Kevin.
It's his first trip to the line.
Portland, Yusuf, 2 shots.
That one is off. When you think about the Spurs, Greg, it's hard to believe how long Greg Popovich has been at the helm, isn't it?
Man, it's hard to imagine another team will have the stability at head coach that the Spurs have had. Not too many coaches last decades anymore.
Sharps checked in for Lillard. No luck that time either. Hey, GA, you went to back-to-back conference finals with Portland. What's it like playing here?
I mean, this building is as loud as any in the NBA. The fans are tremendous, very loyal. I really enjoyed my time here in Rip City.
Making a statement with that swat. Nurkic is all over the place.
The kick out to Simons. Back to Henderson. Shot clock at 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Scoot Henderson became the youngest G League player ever in 2021. Greg, he was only 17 then.
And Kevin really speaks to his abilities that he was ready for that near NBA level of competition at such an early age.
And that one falls for Henderson. Now the Spurs, Smitty, managed to end their 2023 season on a win, but last in the West, but with hope for the future.
You're right, Kevin. Tied for worst record in their conference. But everyone knew that team was rebuilding. And bingo, they got the #1 pick, Victor Wembanyama.
Both free throws good from Henderson.
In a league of the best athletes in the world, Scoot Henderson stands out. He can just levitate in the air, blow by defenders. Scoot putting on a show.
It's Wembanyama, top of the key. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
His team hasn't picked up the slack, but he's doing everything he can do to win this game for them.
Henderson passes a little. Pass to Simons. Up top, Henderson. Here's Sharp, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Sharp wants to go to the line. You've got to love his willingness to accept contact.
Portland, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. And the first one drops.
What impresses you about Shading Sharp is everything he already does well, like grab boards and hit shots. He's got a really solid foundation to his game.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Anthony Simons. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Scoot Henderson. He hits both from the stripe.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Outside Collins. The pass to Vassell. Pass to West. There's the triple. Bangs home the trifecta. Wesley's got his first 3 points of the game.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants. You know he's going to take a lot of shots out there. He's their #1 option right now.
Here's Vassell. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
Let's get about 3 or 4 stops in a row. get something put together defensively. Offense will take care of itself. Both teams are scoring. Somebody's got to play D.
And Greg Popovich would very much like for his team to start locking things down defensively.
Yeah, I don't think Coach is interested in snipering back and forth. I mean, he'd rather remove the other team's bullets than just to overpower them.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The wingmen at Sharp and Thibault. Little out there with Murray, and it's Lillard in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
The playmaking skills of Lillard. Reads defenses so well and recognizes when they've left a teammate uncovered.
And it's Wesley missing.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Lillard against Wesley. And the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got the lead up to 14 now for the Trailblazers.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Here's Vassell. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Now here's Vassell. Buries it from three-point range.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Pass to Murray. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Lillard. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Lillard's got 35.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Blazers fans, give a big round of applause for your Blazers Breaker Dance team.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Murray. Grant comes in for Little. Simons, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Henderson subbed in for Sharp. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He was preaching the importance of effort, saying he wanted to see second and third efforts each possession. We need to be the more active team down the stretch. Guys?
Thank you, David. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Wembanyama finds Vassell. There's the three. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Spurs head athletic trainer, and from what he can tell, he said it doesn't appear to be a terrible injury. Well, you hate suffering injuries any time of the year, but it's especially impactful this early on. Tough break. Back to you guys.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
And we're seeing that across all sports. Guys are just getting bigger, faster. The human body can take only so much.
Henderson, no good. Spurs trail by 16. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. It's Wembanyama at the elbow. It's good. Wembanyama's got 25 points.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
And the basket by Lillard.
We're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And here is Johnson after Damian Lillard was able to get the three to go. And the shot is good from Johnson.
There's the power in Johnson's game. Beasting in the lane.
Vassell against Lillard. Grant with a screen on Vassell. Lillard against Vassell. Just 4 to shoot. It's tipped. And Lillard kicks to Anderson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Portland.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Lillard.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Here's Vassell. Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Into the lane. Nurkic with the block. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Maurice checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Little comes in for Grant. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Anthony Simons. And Shaedon Sharpe subbed in for Henderson. Here's Payne. The rebound by Sharpe.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Lillard outside. Pass to Thybulle. And here's Sharpe. 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. And another 3 for Portland.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Damian. It was a big night for everyone from long range. How did you get those shots?
I mean, I thought we just executed well. You know, yesterday we went over a lot of offense, 5-on-0. The second group, we walked through a lot of offense, and it was an emphasis to come out here and execute, run our plays, and get higher quality looks, and we did that, and I think it showed in the way we shot the ball. So we got to continue that.
Great spacing and great flow, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. Now let's check out our New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.